Did you know there are treasures worth billions still waiting to be found? Hidden beneath waves, buried in ancient ruins, or lost in the sands of time, history whispers of treasures so priceless they could rewrite the stories we tell. Some have been sought for centuries, their secrets guarded by fate, mystery, and even death. What drives humans to chase these legends, risking everything for glimmers of gold and glory? In this tale, we'll unveil 5 of the most famous lost treasures that have captured imaginations and left behind trails of endless intrigue. The Lost City of Gold, El Dorado. El Dorado, often referred to as the Golden Man or Golden Kingdom, is one of history's most enduring legends. Originating from the early 16th century, the myth began with tales from indigenous tribes in South America. They described a Muisca tribal ritual where a chief, covered in gold dust, would sail to the middle of Lake Guatavita and offer treasures to the gods by casting gold and jewels into the water. This legend reached Spanish conquistadors, sparking a frenzy to locate the city of gold. Explorers like Francisco Orellana and Gonzalo Pizarro undertook dangerous expeditions deep into the Amazon rainforest. They faced brutal environments, disease, and conflict with native tribes, but found no evidence of El Dorado. Despite modern archaeological research, El Dorado remains undiscovered. Many historians believe it was an exaggeration or symbolic representation of indigenous culture rather than a physical city. Its mystery symbolizes humanity's relentless pursuit of wealth and exploration of the unknown. The treasure of the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar, a medieval Christian order founded in 1119, became one of the wealthiest and most influential organizations of their time. Tasked with protecting pilgrims to the Holy Land, the Templars gained vast riches through land holdings, donations, and a pioneering banking system. By the 14th century, their power rivaled that of monarchs. However, in 1307, King Philip IV of France, heavily in debt to the Templars, orchestrated their downfall. Arresting members on charges of heresy, Philip sought their treasure, yet it seemingly vanished without a trace. Theories about the treasure's fate are numerous. Some suggest it was hidden in secret catacombs beneath Jerusalem, while others point to Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland, or even Portugal, where the Templar legacy transformed into the Order of Christ. One of the most enduring legends ties the treasure to Oak Island in Canada, where cryptic symbols and traps hint at a concealed trove. Fascination grows with tales of secret maps and lost documents, fueling centuries of speculation and searches. Despite relentless efforts, the Templar treasure remains a mystery, symbolizing the allure of hidden wealth and secrecy. The Flor de la Mar. The Flor de la Mar, Flower of the Sea, a Portuguese naw built in 1502, was among the largest and most powerful ships of its time. Initially designed for trade, it played a pivotal role in Portugal's expansion into Asia, navigating treacherous waters to establish dominance over lucrative trade routes. By 1511, the ship was laden with an extraordinary treasure, the spoils of the conquest of Malacca, a wealthy trading hub rich in gold, silver, and jewels. The cargo was a gift for King Manuel I of Portugal, meant to symbolize Portugal's triumph in the East. However, the ship's journey ended tragically. While sailing through the narrow Strait of Malacca, a violent storm struck. The Flor de la Mar, overloaded and notoriously difficult to maneuver, broke apart on a reef and sank off the coast of Sumatra. Though her captain, Afonso de Albuquerque, survived, the immense treasure was lost to the ocean. Today, the Flor de la Mar is one of history's most alluring shipwrecks. Treasure hunters and archaeologists have combed the region for centuries, hoping to locate its remains and recover its legendary riches. Its elusive resting place continues to captivate explorers, with the treasure estimated to be worth billions, making it one of the most sought-after underwater mysteries. The treasure of Captain Kidd. Captain William Kidd, once a respected privateer and a trusted sailor, became one of the most infamous pirates in history after his career took a dark turn. Born in the 1640s in Scotland, Kidd was granted a commission by the British Crown to hunt down pirates, but he eventually turned to piracy himself. His attacks on merchant ships in the Indian Ocean led to his arrest, trial, and execution in 1701. However, what keeps Kidd's legacy alive is the legend of his buried treasure. Before his capture, Kidd allegedly hid a vast fortune of gold, silver, and precious gems in multiple secret locations, possibly including Long Island, the Caribbean, or along the coast of New England. One famous site is Gardiner's Island, where reports claim Kidd buried part of his loot, but subsequent searches have yielded no definitive treasure. The myth of Kidd's treasure has inspired treasure hunters for centuries, with supposed treasure maps, cryptic clues, and tales of hidden pirate booty fueling countless expeditions. Despite numerous attempts, Captain Kidd's treasure remains elusive, leaving behind a lasting legacy of piracy, intrigue, and the search for lost riches. The Lost Inca Gold. The legend of the Lost Inca Gold is deeply tied to the dramatic downfall of the Inca Empire during the Spanish conquest in the early 16th century. Atahualpa, the last emperor of the Incas, was captured by Spanish conquistadors led by Francisco Pizarro in 1532. To secure his release, Atahualpa offered a staggering ransom of gold, filling a room with treasure as high as he could reach. The Spanish accepted the ransom but executed Atahualpa anyway, and the gold was never returned to its rightful owners. In a desperate bid to protect their remaining wealth, the Incas reportedly hid vast quantities of gold and precious artifacts before fleeing into the mountains. Some accounts suggest they buried it in secret caves, buried under sacred sites, or submerged it in lakes. The most famous clue is the City of the Caesars, said to be hidden deep in the Andes. Over the centuries, treasure hunters have scoured the mountains, jungles, and highlands of Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia, following these clues. Despite modern technology and numerous expeditions, the treasure remains elusive. The story of the lost Inca gold continues to inspire adventurers, with its immense value and the mystery of its location making it one of the most tantalizing treasures in history. Lost treasures aren't just about gold. They're stories waiting to be rediscovered. From ancient myths to real-life mysteries, these legendary riches remind us of humanity's thirst for exploration and discovery. Who knows? The next great treasure hunter could be you. Until then, keep dreaming, exploring, and chasing the unknown.